Hey folks, Pat that Halloween movie collector back with another 31 Days of Michael Myers episode. Today is day number 18. Yes, and I will highlight a scene from one of the Halloween movies in the franchise and show a collectible from my collection. So today, I think it's the first time this has appeared on this list that I'm doing this year and last year when I started doing 31 Days of Michael Myers. Today I'm going to talk about poor Lester from the original. Yeah, Michael has this fixation with killing and eating dogs. He kills poor Lester because Lester sees him and starts barking at him in the original and draws attention to him. So if you remember in the original, you have Annie talking on the phone, talking to Laurie, explaining how she told Ben Tramer how attracted she was to him, and he got all excited, and they probably could have hooked up at some point had all this Michael not screwed this all up by becoming a killer. And while she's on the phone, Lester comes in growling, and she's like, I'm about to be eaten by the family dog. He hates everybody but me, that dog Lester. But Lester is seeing Myers out the window and starts growling. So Lester, they don't show her letting Lester out, but Lester gets out somehow. Comes around the side of the house, confronts Myers, barking, and of course you hear Annie yelling for Lindsay, saying, Lindsay, Lester's barking again, getting on my nerves again, and then all of a sudden you hear the dog cry. Well, I guess he must have found a hot date because she didn't hear him crying anymore, because Michael, you see the slow motion of him losing his legs, just going limp, poor Lester. So he must have choked him to death, snapped his neck or something, or somehow that way. And you remember the beginning of the movie too, when, not necessarily the beginning of the movie, probably right around this time in the timeline, you have Dr. Loomis and Sheriff Brackett going to the Myers house, and they find a dead dog there that he must have killed and ate. So we don't think it's Lester, because, I don't know if unless he humped Lester all the way over there, and that's the insinuation that is Lester. We don't know. And it's never mentioned where Lester's body is, right? Because even in Halloween 2, they're pulling the bodies out of the Wallace house. Nobody says anything about poor Lester. So maybe Lester was the dog that he ate. I'm a dog lover, so rest in peace, Lester. And it wouldn't be the last dog that a version of Myers would kill, unfortunately. So that is today's scene from one of the Halloween movies in the franchise. So today's collectible, I'm going to go back to one of the earliest versions of the Myers figures that came out, and back to the McFarlane days with the movie Maniacs. And there's Michael Myers, the movie Maniacs. This was a great series that came out probably around 1999, I believe. And it was one of the best detailed versions, and all the different accessories that came with him. I'll have some pictures popped up here. It'll be a little easier to see. Part of the movie Maniacs at that time, because I believe there was another series. So this was Halloween, Psycho, The Crow, Bride of Chucky, Pumpkinhead, Scream, and Child's Play 2. So that's the back of it. Like I said, I will put some other pictures up here so you can see a little bit better. Now, these were great because they had some great detail, some great graphics. The problem with the McFarlane figures is whatever type of plastic they were wrapping them in at the time, whatever they were using it from, over time tends to yellow. So you'll see a lot of figures. So this has a light yellowish tinge to it as well. This one is one of the better versions. I've seen some really bad ones. But whatever type of plastic or what material they used in the plastic, over time it yellows. And it has nothing to do with the way you store it, no nothing. It's just simply the material that they used, which kind of sucks. But if you can find one that's pretty clear, get it. Otherwise, either way, it's still a great figure. Awesome. So there you go. There's today's scene from one of the Halloween movies and a collectible from my collection. Do me a favor, hit that like button if you're enjoying these as much as I am enjoying putting them out every day and sharing my collection and sharing some of the best scenes in horror, not just in the Halloween franchise, in horror in general, as far as I'm concerned. So make sure you come back tomorrow. There'll be another one. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, closing on 3,000 subscribers. So I'm looking forward to a big celebration. I started going through my doubles, so there'll be a big celebration and some giveaways. So stay tuned for that. So make sure you hit that subscribe and notifications. This way you know when a new video is dropping or when we are going live. So until tomorrow, day number 19, have a great day. Talk to you soon.